Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to give you a little bit more context as to who I am and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, first off, my name is Devin. I'm 20 years old and I work at a car dealership as of right now. But I'm trying to get this stuff going here and hopefully be able to do my own thing because I got some pretty chronic back issues that is allowing me, or not allowing me, to do what I would like to do at the dealership. So I'm having to figure out other ways to make money and make ends meet by doing the things that I like still. So this is the reason for me making these videos, and the car was crashed, so I had to fix it either way, so it kind of worked out perfectly. So that's that. That's me. I'm going to be trying my best. I got my girlfriend over here looking about how we can make some t-shirts and like some merchandise and stuff so we can start selling that, making some more money on that. I just did some DoorDash earlier today. That was kind of cool, but it took a little bit longer than I liked. So we're just trying to figure out what we could do to make this thing work, to make it so I can keep doing this for you guys, and to make it so I can get this car finished and back on the road. It's going to be a little bit difficult. I'm taking a week off of work to help my back, so I won't be doing as much physical stuff. I'm going to have some buddies and my roommate help me move my car around and like do the huge heavy lifting, big bending, all that kind of stuff. So that kind of sucks that I can't do that myself, but gotta make sure I feel okay. So with that being said, we're just gonna hop into slowly putting everything back together. I'm gonna have my buddy Harper come and help me scoot the car from where it is right here and scoot it over a little bit more so I can start attacking the driver side fender area to see what that looks like. It should be okay. It shouldn't have any crash damage, but who knows? I'm kind of nervous for that, but we're going to figure it out, and you guys are going to see that. But right now, we're just going to start with folding the carpet back to where, or how it should be, throwing the seat in it, and seeing how that looks, because it's not been a complete interior for a while. So, let's get into it. What's going on, guys? So I'm back here in the car. Everything is all dried up here on the inside. So I'm going to grab some zip ties and zip tie up some of those dangling wires there, so when the passengers in here, they're not ripping out important things while I drive. So we're going to zip tie up some of these wires up here, and then we're going to throw the carpet back in there. But before we do that, we're going to use this little brush here and get all this like dusty stuff out of here, because I feel like if that just gets wet, that's just asking for rust. So we're just going to start getting some of this stuff. And I really don't have a vacuum, so I'm just gonna like sweep it into the hole here, and it just goes straight to the ground anyway, so we should be all right. And one thing that you guys have been saying that I should do is talk louder, so I'm trying to do that. My phone just sucks, and I don't think that my microphone is clean because my phone is a couple years old. So when the new iPhone comes out, whenever that happens, I'm going to be getting the generation before the newest one, so like the 11, and then that should have a better mic and a better camera and all that kind of stuff, so you guys should be able to hear me a lot better with that. I'm just kind of a little bit scared to just stick a tack or something sharp in my microphone and just ruin it and then not be able to film anything, so trying my best. I'm going to shout just a little bit more. It's a little weird, but we're going to make do. So I'm going to get all of this stuff finished up here, and I will show you what it looks like with everything zip tied up and everything dusted out of here. Alright, so it looks like crap because there's just a bunch of stuff on here, but I got the carpet pushed down. I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but like this diagonal line right here has a crease from when I folded it back. I was 1000% expecting that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set something heavy on that spot and then maybe like iron it later on, but like it's not really that big of a deal. But I had to push all of this stuff back underneath this little trim piece, and then this. I really haven't torn out too many carpets, so I don't know if every car has this, but Mazda has these, and I think these are pretty sick. It makes it so like you tuck everything in and your carpet won't like be floppy. You can just hook it onto your little thing and it won't come off. It would be cool if they had more than one, so I can do this little spot, but they cared a little bit. That's all that matters. And then the reason I was using this thing is because I don't have a vacuum. So I'm gonna need to be getting a vacuum from my mom's house to get all the rest of this out here. Then it'll look a lot better. And then we'll be good to go. Next up is somehow being able to get the seat back in there. And then maybe we'll try to think about how we can throw some harnesses up there to get those to go through that little hole and to get some little harnesses, because nobody's going to be able to fit in that seat. So next up, putting the seat in the car. Show you what that looks like. Alright guys, so let's see if we can get the seat in there without breaking my back any more than it already is. Let's try to be as straight as possible with everything. Oh. Oh man. A little bit of leanage. Oh my goodness. That right there. That's as good as we're gonna get for right now. But it's ew. If it wasn't like taped up and everything, you'd be like, well, hey, it's got like, this dude's got a full interior kind of, except for that. But you know, we're getting there. And I don't know if I can replace this, but that would be cool eventually. So if you know, guys, anybody know who has one of these, let your boy know. But I'm just gonna leave that unbolted for right now. And we're gonna start doing something else. Let's figure out what we're gonna do here. I don't really want to lay a fender on that yet, because I'm just gonna prime the whole engine bay later on. Oh, I think I figured it out. I think we are going to get all of this off of everything in here, so when it does come time to painting, it's a little bit cleaner. But I don't have air, so I'm just going to be using that little brush again. So that's going to be fun. I will catch up with you after I'm done brushing my car. So we had a little change of plan. We're going to go to the store and go check out a Cricut. And we're probably going to try to get some pressurized air so I can just spray off this stuff here. That would be nice. But as of right now, we're going to take this little puppers out on a walk with this nice lady here. I'm a doggy, a little fam. We're going to get that going. Catch up at you when we hopefully have a Cricut. Alrighty. So, I'm back from taking the dog on a walk, going to the store, and doing all that kind of stuff. As you can see, no Cricut. So, the reason for no Cricut is because I learned that a Cricut does not do any of the things that I wanted to do. I'm trying to make slab stickers. Kind of like a vinyl print, like this, rather than a sticker that is like this, if that makes sense. So, I learned that a Cricut cannot do that. So I'm needing a printer and like a laptop and all that kind of stuff, so that's a lot more money than I was expecting. But I learned that a place called Fast Signs over in like Lacey Olympia area, you can just Photoshop and edit up your design and send it to them with a little file thing, and they can make them for you. So that's a lot cheaper than what I was planning on doing in the first place. So if you guys would be interested in getting some sort of stickers, slab stickers, they're approximately going to be like the average size of a slab, like a 3" by 6". So it's like a perfect little window sticker on the back or something like that. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, that would be sick. You could DM me, Instagram, on Snapchat, anything. Most of you guys watch already have me on all that stuff, so just let me know if that would be cool. And then after that, we're back in here to start doing things. We left off with putting the seat in here and saying that I was going to start wiping off the engine bay there. So we could just start wiping off the engine bay there. So let's get to that. Alright, so first thing to start all this, I'm just going to take all of the extra bolts that I put in the cowl for the windshield wipers and all that kind of stuff out of there and put them into a bag so I don't lose anything. And then we're going to just start wiping everything down. And I'm going to kind of explain to you guys why I'm planning on changing the engine bay color and the plan that I'm going with here. I think you guys are going to understand. Me personally, I'm going to think it's going to look a lot better. So let's see if you guys think the same thing. So before we do that, let's just get all of these bolts out. I think it's just 2 right here. Bunch of little garbage. And those. I only had 2. Cool. Just throw these. You know what? In with the washer. Not washer. Wiper blades. Alright, so the reason that I'm planning on repainting everything is because I had to do all that. And I didn't get to paint under like frame rails and stuff like that. So I'm kind of taking that as the opportunity to do that. So I'm gonna, this side I took off the shock, so I get to paint underneath all like the bolts and stuff here. But if I didn't paint it, underneath those would be unpainted, and if I ever took the shock out, it's gonna not look good. And I don't know if you can see this little spot right here, but that's a little bit of white right there. And I know you guys can see this. We have gold, green, and red. It's like Christmas time. I don't like that. So the plan with that is I'm going to do from this line that goes across here over these little things to this point right here is all going to be black. So everything underneath, like the windshield cowl and all that kind of stuff from the mesh, you're going to see black underneath there. That is the point. That's what it's supposed to be. And then on this line where it's already gold, it's going to go from whatever, or the black to whatever color I choose in here. But I'm just going to take a lot more time to do that since I have you guys to show. I'm going to be taking out like the washer fluid bottle. I'm going to see if I can take out like the harness, not all the way, but just enough of the way to get it more out of the way. Because I have it like right here, or for whatever reason it goes in from both sides. So I can't just take one side out and like leave it on the side. So I mean, I guess that's alright, but I'll figure something out. But I just keep cleaning so I can actually get things done. But that's kind of the reason why I wanted to change things, is because I want it to look good. I'm spending all this time and effort, and I'm showing you guys the whole process of this, and I don't want it to go to a car meet at any point, and you guys can just go like this and see multiple colors of paint. That's not me. So we're just trying to get that situated here, make it so it looks good, gives me the peace of mind that everything underneath everything is going to be the same. When I take a part off or replace it with an aftermarket part, it's not going to have disgusting paint underneath it. Just peace of mind. Literally just for the peace of mind. Making myself work a whole lot harder just for things that I'll know. But I'm not going to skip it, because I feel like that's what makes me different than some people. So I'm just going to go the extra mile, because whoever did it the first time didn't. So I'm taking that chance. So we're just going to get everything wiped off of here. It's kind of looking like I'm going to need some sort of like air, but it's good enough for right now, because I'm going to have to be taking off a bunch of stuff anyway. But yeah, so that's the reason why I want to change the paint on the engine bay. And because gold, the color that it is right now, I don't think will go with the color of the car that I'm wanting. That's not, like, it's a secret, it's just I don't really know what it is yet, but I'm kind of along the lines of red, black, darker gray, and like a sapphire orange, kind of like the Firestone signs you guys see in the background. It's red, but not all the way red. So, something like that. Something to just be a little bit different. The green is cool. The green is cool, don't get me wrong. But the person who painted it green didn't care about this car. There's paint on all like the seals and all the window trim and all that kind of stuff. So, that's the kind of stuff that bothers me. You guys won't see it in a video, or you guys won't see it if you're just walking past the car, or if you see it driving on the road, but I will see it, and I care about that kind of stuff. So I'm just redoing everything just so it can not have to be touched for a really long time after I finish everything. So, this is pretty much cleaned off engine bay wise. And then I've also been kind of debating on if I want to jack the car up and drop the subframe. But to do that, I would need to remove a portion of the steering rack and disconnect a bunch of stuff, throwing my alignment off. But I mean, do I really think that I'm not going to get an alignment after all of this? Probably not, but who knows? So that's the idea here. We're just going to get things changed up, make it look good, just so I can make myself happy. I'm not doing this for anybody else, just for me, because I already got screwed once. Don't want it to happen anymore, or I don't want to screw myself, because that would be worse than getting screwed by somebody else. So let's move on to something else, because it's pretty much wiped up now. So looking at that, I'm probably going to have to remove that as well, so that's going to be nice. So let's try to figure out maybe how we can start removing some of this stuff to make it a lot easier to access without having to move a whole lot. So let's get to that. Alright guys, so I kind of changed plans again a little bit. We are already at like a 17, 18 minute video, so I think that's a perfect time where we can move this project and this project of the harness and that project and all that kind of stuff over to tomorrow. That would give me some more content for then, and it would give you guys a little bit of something to look forward to. So the plan for tomorrow, tackle some of that stuff possibly. Ultimately the goal is just get that removed by tomorrow for sure, but I'm gonna need somebody to do it for me, kinda, because reaching my hurt body back there and into there is not gonna be doable, like, at all. So we gotta find somebody to do that for me. And then also tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be taking the FC out to my mom's house to be giving it a wash and stuff, so that might be cool. Get it all planned up, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll get more feedback from you guys about the stickers and stuff. See if I can start throwing in an order for that and getting those made. So just let me know. So for the meantime, guys, just remember, cars like this, they are expensive. They're hard. But when it's done, that's going to be more worth it than any other car that I've ever purchased in my entire life. So if you want something, work for it. Don't give up. Keep going. It just is going to suck a little bit more than you thought. Keep trying, guys. Have a good day.